Hey guys, have you ever had one of those days where you just woke up feeling like shit, like you've been hit by a truck? Well, that's today for me, and pretty well every day this week. I still have a cold, my muscles are tight, my joints are sore, I feel super heavy, my back hurts, yada yada yada. I'm sure that many of you can relate, right? I'm not alone in this. Maybe you're doing too much, and I think I've been doing too much, so I just want to take it easy today, but I don't feel like doing yoga. So instead, I'm going to focus on strengthening my core. I'm going to do some stretching and some foam rolling. And you'll see in the background in the workout that I did have intentions to use this elastic band, but I think the exercises are challenging enough without it, so I'm going to throw that away. And welcome to Short Circuits. Make sure you have a foam roller and a mat. Let's get started. We're going to start with bird dog. So we're going to start with those knees under the hips and hands under the shoulders. You're going to tuck your belly in and try to have a neutral spine, so not too arched and not humped either. So somewhere in between, and then we're just going to reach opposite hand and foot out and then bring it down. And we're going to keep those eyes down so that the neck is in line with the spine. And we're going to do 10 of these. That's 2. Three. 4. 5. 6, and every time I sniff, I think about Donald Trump, and I really don't want to think about him. But we shouldn't go there. I think this one is 8. 9. 10. All right, from there, we're gonna roll onto our backs, and we're gonna do some glute bridges, but one leg glute bridges. So bring those feet fairly close to your butt, about hip width apart, and we're gonna take one foot off the floor, and that leg should be about 90 degrees, and we're just going to squeeze the glutes and lift up and hold and lower down. Squeeze and lift and lower down. Keep going. 3. We're going to do 10 on each side. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And this last one, we're going to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And switch sides. Lift up, squeeze, and lower. That's 1. Lift and squeeze. 2, or squeeze and lift. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And then last one, we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, gonna rock yourself up, and we're gonna come into a plank position, and we're just gonna hold this plank for about 30 seconds. on your forearms. So once again, you don't want to drop your hips down and arch your back, and you don't want your butt sticking up. You want to be in a nice straight line. And then last 10 seconds here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're gonna come into a side plank. So options are, you could be on your knee, or you can have both legs extended, feet can be staggered, and this is the most challenging option, is where you have your feet stacked. So elbows right under your shoulder, and we're gonna lift up, and we're gonna hold for 30 seconds again. Reach the other arm up. Keep lifting those hips, so you don't want your hips to be down. You wanna keep pushing, and make sure that chest is open. You don't wanna be forward, you wanna be in line, shoulders one on top of each other. Last 10 seconds here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, maybe I'm just getting old. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and I think I've just been doing way too much, and I'm gonna have to reevaluate. All right, so other side. Let's come up. Are you doing too much? You gotta listen to your body. Okay, last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, and we're gonna do that whole circuit one more time, but we're gonna add the resistance band in for some of the exercises and make them a little bit different. So we're starting with bird dog again, and I know this one seems boring, but it's really important. Really helps to engage the core and the back of the body, strengthening both the abdominals and the glutes. So hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, eyes are down, and we're reaching out. That's 1. Reach, and down, and reach, and 2. Reach, and down, reach, and 3. This is a really hard position for me with my cold. I feel like it could get ugly. And if it happens, it happens. I think that's 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Awesome job. Coming onto your back for glute bridges. Before we take our hips up, let's take that leg off the floor and squeeze and lift. 1, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, and down, 4, and down, 5, 7, I hope you guys are feeling this. 8, 9, last one we're gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Squeeze and lift. And down. That's 1. Squeeze and lift. And 2. Lift. And 3. Lift. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and then hold for 10, 9, 8, keep squeezing, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I have no idea why I squeezed my ass. All right, so we're gonna roll up and turn over, and no. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just come into a plank, elbows under the shoulders, and we're going to lift one foot off the floor and squeeze and put it down. Other side, lift and down. I think this is hard enough without the resistance band. And that's 2. We're doing 10 each side. 3. 4. 5. And if this is too hard, just hold a regular plank. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Does anyone else have a crunchy back? My back makes all kinds of noises when I'm doing that. All right, so we're gonna come into a side plank, and what we're gonna do is gonna add a little abduction. So a little outer thigh action when we're up, and it's optional. And once again, you can still do this one from your knee and lift, or if you want to make it harder, this is where you're going to be. We're just doing 10, nice and easy. So lift up, reach, and here we go. Lift and lower. 1. Lift and lower. 2. 3. This would be awesome with a little band, right? 4. Very hard. 5. 6, 7, 8. This is hard enough. 9 and 10. Lower down. And same thing on the other side. Here we go. Lift, arm up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come on down. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of back extension. So we're gonna take the arms behind, thumbs up, and you're gonna keep your eyes down, and we're just gonna lift as high as you can come. Maybe one more rib. Lift and hold. We're gonna stay here for about 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, let's push back into child's pose. And we're gonna start our stretching next. We're done with core. And you can see how I roll there. I said you needed one of these, but we didn't actually use it because I found as we went through the exercises that we didn't need it. It was hard enough just doing those leg lifts without the extra resistance. So maybe next time I'll make a video with the resistance band, but that's just how I'm feeling today. A little tired, a little worn out, and I'm hoping that some of you can relate, or maybe I'm hoping that none of you can relate because it's not the greatest feeling. Anyway, we're gonna start with a hip flexor stretch. So I've got a little towel here. I probably should have mentioned that. I like to put a little towel under the knee. When you step forward into that stretch, that really helps. So here we are, and we're gonna bring the hands to the thighs, coming down into that nice deep hip flexor stretch. And we're just gonna hold for about 30 seconds here. Just try to relax that back leg. I can feel I have a lot of tension in me as I'm really not letting go. It's not about me, it's about you. So let go, relax, sink deep into that stretch. And let's stay here for another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, from here, we're just gonna do a hip flexor stretch. So you're gonna shift that weight back. Pull those toes up or not, it's up to you. And you're just gonna lean forward. And this is supposed to be gentle, but I've got sweat pouring down me. So we're still working hard today. Super tight. Another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on back. And we're gonna switch sides. So it would be helpful to move the towel and come into that stretch on the other side. And relax that back leg. I'm having a little cramp situation. All right, calf is cramping. Bring the hands to the thighs or to the thigh. Sink down. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shifting that weight back. And then deciding what you want to do, whether you want to have your foot flexed or pointed. And then just shift that weight a little further forward. And you should really be feeling this in your hamstring. That's a silly thing to say. Of course you're feeling it in your hamstring. Where else would you feel it? Last 10 seconds here, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's remove this towel here, and I'm gonna come into down dog for a second and just kind of pedal those legs out. I don't know what's going on with my calves, but definitely tight and cramping. And then we're just gonna take one leg forward and bring the foot towards the opposite hand and come into pigeon pose. And then just adjust as you need to. This is a pretty big stretch, and you can either stay with the hands on the floor or you can come down to your forearms, whatever works for you. And we're just staying here for 30 seconds again. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna push back up, come back into down dog, a little bit more pedaling. And then let's bring the other leg forward, adjust. Knee should be slightly turned out, and then you can stay here or come down onto your forearms. And notice if one side feels tighter than the other. For me, this is my tight side, and the side that I have back issues on, and I know that's no coincidence. So, you have to take the time to listen to your body and treat it gently and kindly, and that will help, repair itself. It's really important to take that time off when you need to prevent any long-term setbacks, hopefully. Okay, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming back up into down dog, press back, pedal out, both heels down maybe, whatever feels good for you. And then we're gonna come down to the floor and we're gonna do some quadricep stretching. So I like this figure 4 stretch. And I'm gonna come just down to my elbows maybe. See how that feels. Super tight. All right, and then if you can, you're gonna come down a little bit lower. And I'm gonna count 20 seconds here. We've already been holding a while on the elbows. And last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm just gonna straighten out that leg before I come up, and then I'm gonna change sides. Coming down to the elbows. And I thought the other side was gonna be my super tight side, but it could be this side. What's your side? Let's come all the way down. 20 more seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. It's normal to feel a little bit seized up after those stretches. All right, we're gonna move into foam rolling, so I'm gonna come on up grab my foam roller, and I'm gonna start with my quads. So I wanna start with the foam roller in the middle of my thigh. I'm on my elbows, and I don't want my back to sink. I wanna stay strong through my core, and I'm just rolling to the top of the knee and basically just under my hip joint. So you never wanna roll over the joints with the foam roller, and you do wanna go slowly. And if you come to a point that's really painful and you kind of stick there, you can just bend and straighten whatever joint you're rolling around. All right, I'm gonna make my feet come into sort of a pigeon toe position. Just playing with it, and then straight on, which we've kind of done before. It's where we started. And I'm just gonna open my feet out. All right, from here, I'm gonna come onto my side. So top leg is in front, and I'm kind of using that as a lever. I'm on my elbow and rolling. And if you need a little bit more here, which you probably don't, you can stack your feet or your legs. Wowzers, that is very uncomfortable. Ay. All right, I'm gonna roll over to the other side. I had enough of that side. And start with the one leg. It's not enough, and this is almost too much. Wardrobe adjustment. All right, that is enough of that. All right, we're gonna come into the little area above your hip flexor, and it's kind of a hard area. You can feel it. It's like a knot of muscles there, and I'm just gonna come into a sort of a 3/4 position here and just roll back and forth on it. You're gonna know when you hit it. Just feels like it's attached to your hip flexor, part of that group. And I'm gonna switch sides. You kind of have to play around with the foam roller. Everybody's going to be a little bit different in terms of how you hit the muscles and where it needs more attention. Just angle yourself till you feel very uncomfortable. That's the best way to describe it. But with foam rolling, the more you do it, the more comfortable you do become. So you do roll out all of those little adhesions and deformities in your fascia. And I've talked about that before in my other foam rolling, but the fascia is the casing that surrounds the muscle, and sometimes it can get crimped, and that can cause injury or pain, and foam rolling can really be helpful with that to smooth everything out. All right, what can we do next? I know what we're gonna do next. We're gonna sit on the foam roller, I'm gonna take one foot, cross it over, and kind of bring that knee down. And we are going to roll into the glutes a little bit deeper and hopefully get into the piriformis muscle, which is the root cause of a lot of pain, even back pain, for athletes and runners in particular. So this side feels pretty good for me, but I know that it's going to be very uncomfortable when I switch sides. So just shift it around, roll it all over. All right, gonna switch sides, so I'm not feeling much there. Even just crossing my foot over hurts. So something's going on over here for me. And if something's going on somewhere for you, you want to spend more time in that area. So feel free to stay longer. You don't have to switch positions when I switch. Yeah, I can really feel that. Wow. No matter how fit you are, you're not immune to injury. All right, you guys are probably really tired of that one. Okay, we're gonna roll out the calves now. So I'll get my stuff out of the way. And I'm going to take the foam roller all the way so that it's not in front of you, it's to the side of you. And then you can support yourself on your opposite leg. And this is a nicer way to roll your calf out for sure. And you want to make it more intense, you can just cross that leg over. And now you've got all your weight on that one calf. Wow-wee. Okay, that is enough for me. Okay, same thing for the hamstrings. So, not too far. You're gonna lift and roll. And then if you need a little more, just bring both legs on top. And you want to stay strong through the rest of your body, okay? So don't get all saggy and slouchy. Keep that good posture. And bring the shoulders down. Shoulders tend to come up to the ears. You want to lengthen out. This is like a workout. All right, other side. So we'll start with the calf. Kind of just have to fiddle around with it till you find the right position. And I'm going to add a little bit more on. Okay, and hamstring. Move forward a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. Add on. Feel it a little bit more towards my glute. So come forward a little bit more. So you should be playing around with it too, to make sure that you're rolling the places that need the most attention. All right. We are gonna roll the lats now, which can be really uncomfortable. You're gonna face sideways, kind of in a mermaid position. And you come down so that the foam roller is under your armpit. Gonna take the hands behind the ears, and all you're gonna do is kind of roll forward and open up. So you're not really rolling the foam roller, you're rolling your body. And it's lateral, so that's not too bad. And maybe I'll slow it down a little bit. And from here, I'm gonna roll out my triceps. So I'm going to turn my palm up and bring the foam roller under, between my shoulder and my elbow. Well, that's the tricep muscle, yes, so that's what we're doing. And this might be uncomfortable for some of you, or maybe you're not feeling too much, and if you want to feel more, you can just bring your head down. I'm gonna just adjust a little bit. So your head adds that little extra weight, that little extra resistance, a little bit more pressure on the foam roller, pressure on your triceps. All right, let's switch to the other side. And starting in that mermaid position. And taking it down and up. So the foam roller is not moving here, not much anyway. All right, and moving into the triceps, so adjusting again. And bring my head down to feel it a little bit more intensely. That's kind of a little awkward. Okay, we're gonna finish up saving the best for last as usual with the upper back rolling. So holding onto your ponytail if you have one, lifting your hips up and just cradling your head in your hands and rolling just about midway, not too far, and then all the way back up. It's always a nice one to finish with. All right, I'm done. So I know that was kind of a personal circuit because I did it because I needed it, but I figure if I need it, a lot of you probably need it too. So if you liked it, you know what to do. Click that like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm getting some really wonderful positive comments from you guys, and if you really like the workouts as much as you say you do, then just please share, because it's really important to grow the channel for me to be able to continue to bring you these videos. And take care of yourself, guys. It's really important. You got to listen to your body. So there's some days like today where you maybe need to do something a little bit different, something not so hardcore, because your body's crying out for some rest and recovery. Until next time, guys, take care of you, and I'll see you in my gym.